How's it going, guys? It's Pelican back with another deck profile. This on something a little bit older, I guess, because we got the new support, and it's actually insane. It's Metalfoe, obviously, if you couldn't see, if you're just listening on. So they got insane new support, and I'm really excited for it. And I already have my Magician Souls, everything prepped for right when this deck comes out. Just super hype. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the support, then I'll show you a couple replays and explain, the play style of the deck as of yet. So the first, which is probably the best of all the new support, to be honest, is Metalfoe's Vanisher. After testing, he's just bonkers. And so his Pendulum effect is, if a monster you control is destroyed by card effect, you can add one Metalfoe's card from your graveyard to your hand, except himself, obviously, because 99% of all cards share that text. So, to give you an idea, pop any face-up monster you control with a scale, set something, and then his effect will get you one card from your grave, whether it be a fusion spell, a monster, anything you need. The next guy is Metalfoe's Melcaster. So once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, set one Metalfoe spell or trap from the deck to the field. Obviously, that's the same one they all share. Unfortunately, she didn't get a specific effect like the other one, but her on-field effect isn't that bad. So if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can add one face-up Metalfoe's Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except Metalfoe's Melcaster, but you can activate cards with that name in your Pendulum zone for the rest of the turn. Now, the Fusion spell, which is pretty good, it's actually really helpful, and it's definitely one of the better support cards, I can say that much. It's, Metalfoe's Fusion. Fusion summon one Metalfoe's Fusion monster from your extra deck, using up to one monster from each hand, field, and or among face-up Pendulum monsters in your extra deck as fusion material. So you can use one from hand, one from field, or one from your extra deck. And, it's pretty free using stuff from your extra deck, especially you always end up having a bunch of stuff in your extra deck. Dumping some to the grave is definitely never a problem, especially because you can bring it back with Mithrilium as well. We actually have a Pendulum Fusion monster as well, which is another support. So the Pendulum effect is, if a face-up Metalfoe's card you control is destroyed by card effect, you can target one face-up card in the field, destroy it. So when he, once you get him in the scale and such, he actually is able to do that, which is a pretty nice thing. He's a scale 8, so you can use a higher scale, which is really nice. Now, the monster effect, which isn't that bad, him and Mithrilium are relatively similar when it comes to this. So if this card is special summon from the extra deck, you can target one card your opponent controls, so it's any card, which is really nice as well, and shuffle two face-up Pendulum monsters from your extra deck into the main deck, and if you do destroy that targeted card. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in the Pendulum zone, which is really nice. So he's also a free scale, and it is optional, meaning if you end up not wanting to, you can let him go to the extra deck. So then, next turn or at some other point, you can bring him back and you can pop another card, which is really nice. And, not another card, but obviously like next turn and stuff like that. And then the Link monster, who isn't definitely not that bad, is Heavy Metalfoe's Amalgam. And he's a Link 2, 2k points left and right. Pretty big attack for a Link 2, to be fair, as well. But, he has two effects, and he only takes two Metalfoe's monsters, which you're able to do like 99% of the time. You can target one Metalfoe's monster you control. Oh, sorry. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by a card effect, meaning you pop in, fusion summon something, in which you're going to do anyway. You can do one of two effects. Target one Metalfoe's monster you control, equip this card to it as an equip spell that gives it 1000 attack. Target one Metalfoe's card you control, which is a second effect, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card. Which is pretty free, in all honesty, especially because you can bring him back, and you can make him in the middle or wherever you need the link errors, so you have extra places to Pendulum Zone, which is really nice. That's just about all the new support. We're playing all of it as of now. The only thing I can see is maybe cutting one of this, cutting this for something else. I'm kind of like debating right now. So right now this is the list, and it's really solid. I've been testing it ever since we finally learned the effects, and it's been pretty good, really fun. So let's just go through the deck real quick, and I'll show you some replays. So Metalfoe's Volflame, obviously triple. You want to see Metalfoe's monsters. Play one of him. I might bump him up to 2 and swap this, because I'm not playing this anymore. Because I don't really like this too much. I like the IP Unicorn play, which feels really nice. We play one Mighty Master and one Jackal King. I'm really debating on these as well. There really isn't too much better things to play, because with these you can bring them back with Selene, which is a really nice thing as well. And they can also be Pendulum Summon, which is really cool. And Jackal himself is just crazy. You know, being able to negate cards just because you activated spell cards and played your deck is just crazy. We play triple Magical Abductor. We have to see Magician Souls. This Magician Souls is so important in this deck, and you know I'll explain why in a second. Triple Bismugear, because that's, you know, standard when we want to see our Metalfoe monsters. And his effect is also really good. You know, when he's popped during that phase, you can search one, and that's good for full Metalfoe Fusion or quick play. And then triple Magician Souls. This card is absolutely bonkers in this deck, and there's a couple reasons why. Really, the biggest reason is because combination is not once per turn. They messed up. Combination was supposed to be once per turn. I don't know what they were doing. They forgot to print it something. I don't know. But Magician Souls, sending 2 combination, you're drawing 2, searching 2 is just absolutely insane. That should not be allowed. That's too crazy. Draw 2, search 2 makes the combo go by, and you just usually you have this in the field, you search this, and after that you make Cross Sheep. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually do the whole combo. But yeah, this is just not fair. Painful Decision. We're only playing 2. We don't want to play 3. It's once per turn. I don't know. It's a hard once per turn. That's the only reason I can say. Triple War Arthal, so we can see the Magician Souls as well. And because when Magician Souls is on the field, we can use it to search Bismugear, which is a really nice thing. 1 Upstart because 39 card decks are cool and so are spell cards. 1 Metalfoe Fusion, of course, because it's a brick, but you know we still need to play because it's free. 3 Summoner's Art to search our 3 Volflame. 1 Parametalfoe Fusion, 1 Full Metalfoe Fusion, 2 combo. And then we're playing Crimsonite because we're using him to make VFD. We're playing 1 of him, 2 Mithrilium because she's like the best fusion. We're playing 1 of him because he's our defensive fusion in case we don't open the best hand, unfortunately. And you can always put him back with Mithrilium, which is a nice thing. And then VFD. And we also play Access Code Talker for the kill combo when we're going second. Playing 1 Appaloosa because she is one of our starters. We play 1 Unicorn because it's Unicorn, one of the best generic Link 3s we have, as well as we use it with IP. Celine for the kill combo as well, really just for the main combo we're using. 1 of the Heavy Metalfoe's Amalgam, 1 Cerebus, because just spot removal was really nice, but you can swap this out for a Phoenix if you really do feel compelled to do so. He's really a flex spot. Same thing with the IP and the Unicorn. If you guys want to try something else in it, you can, you know, those are really the cards I could say that you could take out that wouldn't really affect the deck. 1 Cross Sheep, this card is bonkers in the deck. It's just too free. I really don't know any other way to say it. 1 Link Cross. Link Cross is still pretty good. I'm not too sure about it as of right now, but I have no complaints about it, and when I've used it, it always helped me advance my game state, win the game, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's take a look at some replays real quick. Alright, so this one, you're going to see us, I believe, going second and playing through Ogre, Dryden, Gozen Match. Gozen Match doesn't really do too much to the deck, but you'll see that I get locked in, but it didn't really matter, to be honest. So we go normal Abductor, Summoner's Art, get the counter, search Volflame, which is so nice. So activate Volflame, get the second counter, activate Gold Driver, get the third counter. We use the effect. For some reason he didn't Trident pop. We got Magician Souls, which is where we need to be. We use Gold Driver, he ogres it, and I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. He Trident pops my Abductor and not the Scale. And that's fine. We Gold Driver, go ahead and pop the Volflame. So now we have 2 combinations set. We summon Magician Souls for free. Now we're going to use Magician Souls effect, send 2, draw all those. Unfortunately, we drew bad, but as you're going to see, it doesn't matter. We go ahead and activate our Pendulum Scale, and now we're going to go ahead and pop our Magician Souls because we wanted to get that card, because that card's crazy. So we go ahead and do that, summon Mithrilium. We use Mithrilium effect to bounce it Gozen Match so we can keep playing our deck. And we go ahead and Pendulum Summon, only for 1 unfortunately. But we go ahead and beat over the Trident, attack with that. We go full Metalfoe Fusion, summon another Mithrilium. Mithrilium effect is going to go ahead and summon our level 9 from the graveyard, and we're going to go ahead and beat in his face and kill him for lethal. So that was playing through, what, like 3 disruptions, and one of them being a Floodgate. The Floodgate didn't really do too much because all our guys are dragons, so that didn't really matter. So I went ahead and played against, I think it was like, I had, let me just say this real quick. I played against this guy, and he, his ending board was like, it was everywhere. It was Crystal Wing, Cyber Blader. This card did a lot more than I thought it did. And then he had like Star Yuya, and I think he had like 1 other card on the board. I don't remember. I don't think he had another card. But so when we were playing, he summons Cyberblader, he activates this card, summon tokens to my side of the field. In this card it says, while your opponent controls 3 monsters, negate the effects of your opponent's spell, trap, and monster effects. I couldn't believe this. It was really fun to play against. It was really funny to watch too. But yeah, so in regards to this though, we went ahead and normal Conductor, I'm sorry, not Conductor, Abductor, activated our Silver so we can go ahead and get the counter on it, and we activated our Wolflame as well. We went ahead and popped our Silver so we can set a combination, activated Gold Driver. Now we went ahead and already searched our Magician Souls, set combination, pop that, search the Fusion Spell because I don't want to draw it. Some Magician Souls, send 2, draw 2, which is free, replenish our entire hand. I think we just drew more monsters, which, you know, is perfectly fine for this deck. I went ahead and activated Stealin'. Stealin' popped our Gold Driver so we can go ahead and set regular Metalfoe's Fusion. We summon Cross Sheep, use Metalfoe's Fusion, summon Mithrilium. Cross Sheep is going to go ahead and summon back Magician Souls. We're going to summon Selene. Selene is now going to go ahead and get its counters. In regards to it, we went in and popped that card. Set full Metalfoe's Fusion. We went in and Pendulum Summon for 3, which was really nice. Linked to the Metalfoe's Mithrilium and the other monster for the Appaloosa. We Fusion Summon and then brought back our boy, and now we summon VFD. Bismugear effect is going to go ahead and search us another card, so now we can also make... I don't think we can make it, but at this point, you know, it's VFD is just lethal everywhere over the floor. It's an unfair card. It always has been, always will be. It sets Ojama Trio and passes. I'm like, alright, that's fair. I went ahead and activated Bismugear, activated Metalfoe's Fusion, summoned Mithrilium. I'm going to use the effect to target the set, attempting to bounce it. He ended up just, you know, letting it resolve. I'm surprised he didn't chain it, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Pendulum Summon for 1,000,000, tack, and that's lethal. When I was testing, unfortunately I forgot to save it, but, you know, I was playing through Dragon Link boards and a bunch of stuff. The only thing that this deck, you know, hard loses to is the Buster Lock. It's like near impossible for most decks to out. The only thing that I do want to try to do is make room for hand traps in this deck. As of right now, there isn't a lot of cards I feel comfortable cutting. Like, maybe we could cut this, like an Upstart, Where Art Thou, things like that, so we can fit in like maybe 3 Nibiru or something. You know, I'll go ahead and put an updated list when I do get the chance, but as of right now, I think the list is solid. But like I said, it plays through a lot. I just don't like letting people set up their board, but, you know, we're not getting this set till like, what, January? So who knows how the meta will change by then. Hopefully it's not, you know, so combo oriented, maybe a little slower, but probably won't be. But yeah, this deck is super insane, really fun. I really excited for it. I literally ordered all of the cards right when I saw the support. I was afraid that Mithrilium was gonna go up and all the supers. The supers definitely went up, unfortunately, but, you know, I'll either play the rares, I think they are. I'll probably play the rares unless if I can find the supers for my friends, but yeah, deck is super fun. I highly recommend you give it a try. If you guys have any, you know, changes you guys think I should make, any advice, it's always openly appreciated. And if you guys have any ideas for videos you want to see, I am always open to it. I like making content that not only I like, that other people like, so yeah, definitely hit that subscribe button and let me know anything else. Alright, bye.